Today we are going to paint a beach scene that is simple and relaxing to paint without getting caught up in all the details of realistic waves. I start by placing masking tape along the horizon to create a clean separation between the sky and the ocean. For the sky, I initially planned to paint a flat wash using cobalt blue. After painting it, I felt that something was missing. Since the sky was still wet, I decided to turn into a gradient wash. I loaded my brush with a medium value of cobalt blue and started from the top, and as I moved downward, the pigment gradually reduced on my brush, allowing the color to become lighter towards the horizon. There was little excess pigment collected near the masking tape, so I wiped it off with a waistcloth. Then I left the paper to dry completely. Once the paper was dry, I used burnt sienna to paint the distant shoreline. I then mixed a little ultramarine into the burnt sienna to make a darker brown and added a few darker areas along the shoreline. Then I let the paper to dry completely. After that, I removed the masking tape and placed it just above the horizon to protect the sky and shoreline while I work on the water. Now I'm moving on to the sand area. I started with a light value of burnt sienna and painted a curved line as you see in the video. If you find it difficult to paint the curves freehand, you can slightly sketch them with a pencil first and then follow those lines with your brush. Next, I mix phthalo blue with a touch of burnt sienna to get a greenish gray shade, which I use to paint the wave. I just follow the curve that we initially drew, leaving some white space for the form of the waves. Now the first layer of sand is completely dry, so I use a medium value of burnt sienna to follow the curve that we have already painted and fill the space with medium value of burnt sienna. Then I allow the second layer of sand to dry completely, and next, using a light value of phthalo blue, I paint the second wave as you see in the video. You can see that the light value of phthalo blue is painted right next to the previous layer, which is already dry, and it is touching its edge. Now the sand area is completely dry, so I use a dark value of burnt sienna to paint the third curve. I slightly mixed phthalo blue with this burnt sienna to make it little dark, But after painting it, I found that it is too dark, but I will fix that in few minutes. Once the second layer of water is completely dry, I use medium value of Patholo blue to paint the third layer. After painting this third layer, I felt that it is too dark because the pigment was there was quite strong difference in value between the previous layer and this one. I probably should have used little bit lighter value, but I decided to leave it as it is and continue building the layers of water as you see in the video. Once the third layer is completely dry, I remove the masking tape and start adding another layer of phthalo blue but in dark consistency, leaving some white area for the waves. Next, I mixed burnt sienna with cobalt blue to add some darker layers to the shoreline. I wanted to create a slight separation between the shoreline and the water, so I use a clean damp brush to lift some pigment as you see in the video. Now I'm going to fix that darker area of sand that I wasn't happy with. I applied some water, clean water over the painted area and used a clean tissue paper to lift some pigment. Now you can see how much lighter the pigment has become. And that's it, we have reached the end of this painting session. I hope you enjoy painting along with me. See you in my next video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.